your program. You need such a destination data type always in your code. At that time you should use this syntax. Now syntax of narrowing or explicit or user defined casting is identifier 2 equals to, that means here is a variable, destination variable equals to target data type, that means destination data type, then identifier. Now think in that, in this code, this I have already written. If you compile this code, you will get the error incompatible type. So what syntax you need to add to compile that code? So here you need to add some typecasting syntax. This is the syntax. Now add the syntax over here. Integer a, integer a is an integer type of variable, byte b is a byte type of variable, and you want to convert a into b. So automatic typecasting is not possible, so you have to use this syntax. So what I should add here I should add byte, because my destination data type, target data type variables b having data type byte. So byte is called as a targeted data type, or we can say it is a destination data type. So b variable byte, so we have to add this byte keyword in brackets before the source value, and write the syntax. Now you can convert this integer a value into byte b. So integer to byte, it's a larger to smaller data type conversion. Now think, whenever you are performing such operations, you will always get the lossy conversion. Lossy, that means if you are performing floating to integer conversion, your floating point value will be discarded by your computer, because your float having floating point values, and integer having only integer values. Integer variable cannot store float values, so floating points are always discarded by computer. So whenever you are giving the narrowing conversion, your value loss will be there. Now see the syntax over here. Double d, this d is a data type of double and having value 100.04. Now I want to store this d value into long variable L. So here double to long, that means double is the largest data type of Java, long is a smaller than double data type. So you have to add one syntax, long, this is the typecasting syntax, explicit typecasting syntax. Here I want to convert this long L into integer. Again, long is a larger than the integer, so I have to add the syntax int over here. So whenever you print such a value, double, L and I value in your computer, you will get the loss of value in your floating point value. See here, double value is 100.4. Whenever you are converting your double value into long value, long can only store integer part. So you will always get only 100. Int value you will get 100. But number of bit to store this 100 in integer is less compared to number of bit required to store 100 value in a long, right? Because long having how many? 64 data bits long occupied 64 bit in your computer, and integer occupied 32 bit in your computer. Now let's think about it. Is it possible? Byte, and what should be the value? Tell me. Byte a equals to 40, byte b equals to 50, byte c equals to 100. Now I want to perform this expression a multiplied by b divided by c. What should the data type of d? What I should put over here? So whenever you are writing such a expression in your program, at that time you must decide the data type of resultant value. What should be the resultant value of this expression? So whenever there is a multiplication symbol, your value is always going to increase. Here 40 multiplied by 50, it will be 2000, and 2000 is not able able to store in only in a byte because the range of the byte is up to 128 only. So whenever you are giving the byte d equals to a multiplied by b divided by c, then you will not able to store your answer into byte because the range of byte is not able to store value 200 or value 2000, because last positive value of byte is 128 only. So you have to decide the resultant data type. So here it should be integer because 200 is able to store in int data type. So the here you need to decide the expression, resultant expression data types over here. So it is basically type what I should give the data type to the expressions. Here examine this, what should I write over here, what should will it work or it generates the error. Here byte b equals to 50 and b equals to b multiplied by 2. So here in expression you have used one data type as a byte and another data type is 2. 2 means literal 2 is the integer value. So what should be the, whether it will work or not. So here and here what should be the resultant data type, byte or int. This, so whenever you are using the expression, your resultant data type always takes the highest data type from the operands available in expression. So let's talk about the rules, type promotion rules in expression. So here you should use this integer and here you should use the typecasting byte because this whole data type is int and int is not able to convert into byte. So here you have to use the typecasting syntax with whole expression. That means your answer will be converted from integer to byte, then and only then it is able to store in a byte b. Now what is the type promotion rule and why you should use it? Because your resultant data type always takes the highest data type from the operands available in expression. So here is the rule of a type promotion in expression. First, all byte, sort, char value are promoted to int data type as just described before. 2 is a by default integer. Then if one operand is long, the whole expression is promoted to long. If one operand is float, then the entire expression promoted to float. If any one operands are double, then the result is double. So this is the type promotion rule for the expression. Let's apply this type promotion rule over here. Here is one example, byte b equals to 42, c equals to character a, short s equals to 1024, int I equals to 50, float f equals to 5.67f, double d 0.1234. Now what should be the resultant data type over here? So whenever you are going to perform this expression, here this first is a float, this is a byte. So the resultant value of this particular expression will be higher from the byte and float. That means it will be a float. Now what should be the type for this expression? I divide by c, char int, larger is int, so here it is int, d double multiplied by short, so resultant data type will be double. Now when you perform operation in between these two, float and int, you will get the resultant data type float. Then you perform this with double, minus operation with double, then you will get resultant data type higher from float and double. That means you will get the resultant data type double. So whenever you are having one expression in your program, it automatically generate the type, computer automatically use the type promotion rule of expression, and it always generate the resultant data type with the highest data type of the operand. So what should be the data type of this result variable? Highest from all the operands, that means it should be double. So here you have to write the double, and the result you will get like this. Whenever you compile and execute this program, you will get your result like this. First it performs multiplication, then it performs division, then it performs this multiplication, then it performs plus, and then it performs the minus, because it is a operator precedence rule to evaluate expression that I have already covered in my previous lectures. So this is the basic type conversion. Now try this code with yourself and find out the answer and whether the syntax is correct. Are you able to compile this code? Are you able to execute this code? And what should be the output of this code? Try it with yourself. Here is, I am sharing this screen. So I'm telling one statement also, integer and character are always compatible to convert in each other. You need some syntax to write whenever you are converting your int to char. You need a char type conversion. You need to write the type conversion. But whenever you are converting character into integer, you don't need any syntax. It automatically castable or convertible in Java. So whether it will work or not, or what should be the answer? Work on it. I'm sharing the answer also, but you just need to try it with yourself. This should be the answer. Try it first, then